Hi, Marcus Yoars here, editor of Charisma Magazine. I want to talk to you about the April issue of Charisma and some of the great content we have in that. A couple of months ago, we actually did an article by Steve Hill. Many of you will remember him from the days of the Brownsville revival. Well, the evangelist got in touch with us, and we actually posted one of his articles on our news site, and people went nuts over it. It's called The Spiritual Avalanche That Could Kill Millions, and we're actually doing a book with him. In this April issue, though, we kind of boil down his core message, which is a powerful warning to the church. Really could be on par. The Harbinger was one last year that we ran and has sold 1 million copies, basically. And this year, whether we're not really concerned about the copies of the books, honestly, this could be the message for the church for this year. What Steve Hill really is talking about, he's using the analogy of a ski resort and how the church has become that. Really relaxed, beautiful surroundings, but looming straight ahead, just the slightest tweak could have an avalanche that buries us all. He believes that's deception that's crept into the church and some false teachings, some greasy grace, those kind of messages. So really a great, profound message from Steve Hill that you won't want to miss. Also got the likes of a wonderful story we've got out of Washington, D.C. Yes, some good things can happen out of the Capitol. On Capitol Hill, Congressman Randy Forbes has a couple of years ago started a little prayer meeting just with a few politicians in room 219. It's actually developed over the last couple of years into a meeting of maybe 100, even more than that. Politicians, their families that are crying out to God in the midst of what's going on in Washington and really saying we have got to come back to our foundation as a nation. As America, we've got to put our trust in God. He's been doing some remarkable things both behind the scenes and in public, obviously. But this is a story about the prayer movement that's actually starting in Washington, D.C. So good things happening in the midst of our government. Also got a wonderful teaching from the late David Wilkerson, who teaches on, it's probably his capstone teaching, which is all about the new covenant that Christ really gave us, how we can walk in victory. A lot of us are bogged down by the sin, the habitual sins that we fall into. This is a teaching on how to literally claim the blood of Christ over us and how to walk in victory. Wonderful other stories as well, some features, some teachings, one on weighing personal prophecy. We've got guest columnist Francis Frangipane. So some great stuff. You need to tune in whether you're an advertiser or a partner with us or a reader. This is a great issue to engage with us. April, Charisma, you don't want to miss it. God bless.